Ain't a lot happening now, is it? Ain't a lot happening. What you see is cleaning up after the trash. Cleaning up after the trash. Oh, where's the keg? The keg's supposed to be in there. But we're gonna do what we can do. Looks fun so far. A bunch of outdated Desert Storm Humvees. I mean, but that is not a less than lethal weapon. That is not a less than lethal weapon those fellas have. They're ready to shoot them, Clint. Oh, here we go. News conference. News conference, everyone. Oh, no. Doogie Howser's not ready. Well, hi, Toga, my brother. How you doing, man? There's a lot happening out here this morning yet. They didn't release the Jarhead. I guess they got the Jarhead. My brother Marines are in the corner somewhere, laying down, being quiet. You know, I really don't know. That's a very good question. That's a very good question. What are the rules of engagement? There shouldn't be any. Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. My whole head, everything in my body hurts from my waist up. I tried to mow my yard this morning, but my lawnmower kept dying. But other than that, everything is good, Tolga, brother. How you doing? I'm not sure if the rules of engagement are a Geneva Convention thing. I don't really see that is the same here. Oh man, I'm happy you're doing good. There you go. David tells it. David tells us they're called to hold a defensive position and not engage. Um, I don't know. So how's turkey this morning, Mr. Kolga? You doing all right? Yeah, protect property. Protect, yeah. Thank you, David. Protect property. Um, thanks for looking out, David. Well, there you go. Um, and Tolga, my wife just talked me into buying a cheap ass weed eater that has saw blades on it. This ought to end well. A weed eater with saw blades, literally saw blades. But I bought it. I bought it, Tolga. If it works good, I'll tell you, you can get it sent to Turkey. I took the day off because I hurt myself trying to mow my lawn. Some kind of a weed whacking device that looks like a weed eater, Tolga. And and David, his wife got one of those too. Anyway, it has saw blades. It was only $70, whatever. Yeah, my wife wanted it, David. So my wife wants it. All right, I'll be the big spender and spend $70 for it. But Tolga, it has wheels. It's a weed eater, like um, the people of America is trying to support always use weed eaters. It has wheels on it. Yeah, David, it says it comes with 2 batteries. I'm gonna find out. Let me turn this thing down. Hey, Tolga, does this remind you of my pressure washing stream? Except I didn't write bad words off the wall. I wrote them on the ground. But yeah, they say it comes with 2 batteries, one round saw blade, 2 straight metal saw blades, and a bunch of plastic ones. I watched the video. I wasn't impressed, but I said, yeah, if my wife wants it, then she can get it. Well, I'm not as talented as you are. But if you'll remember, um, I was singing David Allan Coe pressure washing my sidewalk that night or that afternoon. That was a hell of a pressure washer. David, Tolga lives in Turkey. Good guy, very friendly, awesome dude. I like him. And for the most part, I think he's apolitical. I don't think he really has a dog in this hunt. At our condo in Austin, everybody was going zero skate, where everything was rock because they didn't want you using the water in Austin, Texas. That's in America, and we have rivers running all over the place. But for some reason, everyone went to rock front yards and zero skate backyards and all that. Woo, we were just talking about me going back to Texas last night, man. My wife was born and raised in Lockhart. Lockhart's in Texas. Yeah, that's why I like you, Toga, because you don't. Robin's the same way. You know, apolitical. They told me they got Tim working this job. Now Tim sold the job. Tim bid the job. Tim built or bid the job for almost $1,000 more than what it was worth. And now he's like, holy shit. It's killing him. Oh yeah, man, it's killing him. It's not just him. He's got a 3-man crew, and it's killing all 3 of them. And one of them is young. One of the crew is a young man, like, you know, in his 30s. I'll never be the man that Tim is. Tim can do shit. I can't do shit. Oh yeah, if Toga can get you there. They might have to put you in a box, but we can get you there. Have you ever been to Kilgore, David? I like Kilgore. I like my favorite part of Texas is Luling. My favorite city is Luling. I met my wife in Texas. Born and raised in Texas. Her father is full-blooded Lebanese, so she runs around my house with no shoes on. Me and Joel could talk about that all the time. Yeah, it's an old town, but so is Luling, and I mean, yeah, you're right though. Kilgore is more oil than most. I love Kilgore is a great town. Very friendly people. Very friendly people in Kilgore.
Even their happy hours.
That what I just posted is to you, David. The toga was posted to you. You would love it there. I've been to Turkey. Not in the same way. When my wife is in Lockhart, I met her and she lived in Austin. Oh yeah, see now Toga. Toga's talking to you, David. Talk back to him. Come on now. Best thing about Texas, that's where I met my wife. I did that so long ago that most of y'all weren't even born yet. Maybe Toga. I hate when they just mute the sound like that. Oh God, my phone's going crazy.
Oh, you must leave then.
Yeah.
Box 11.
Oh, I'm into biblical
Wait, hold on, I'm
history
gonna
too.
turn on the light here.
Yes, absolutely.
All kinds of crap that started happening.
That's a strong light, that.
It's all about making them look pretty.
Yeah, this is like the behind the scenes.
Oh, I remember those tents.
Hold on a second. Make sure
Look at that tent, Toga.
Good. Stay there. Wait, your own person.
Yeah.
Put it in there, but
Should we connect?
Oh, I hated those tents. Those tents are so hot. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all, you guys continue to talk.
Oh no, no, this is the command code right here. Remember, the guard is now federalized, so they're not actually used that. They report to Congress. They're not used to it. So they've been great, but this is their normal headquarters, so they're getting the last one.
Cool. Okay, so as we're waiting for this press
yeah,
conference,
that's what I tried doing.
Yes.
are we
Okay.
able, should
All
our
right, man.
photographers stay
Thanks.
here on this line? Are they able to go to
I don't know how to say what you just typed. Go Blecky Tepe, but I have been reading a lot about that, even though I can't say it. And I listen to the Wi-Fi, and you know that kind of messes my head up.
It's more like a press conference where we have the ability to ask several questions. This is not a press conference. Great. Okay.
Oh yeah, and okay, you two talk. You guys do you two. I couldn't handle, 300 people. But just identify your outlet and we'll come out and talk to you. Yeah, I can't say it, but I've read a lot about it.
You want me to say free for all and anybody can ask questions, or do you want me to go, okay, left or right? Sir, you're up first. Yeah, because I think we probably also have a lot of the same questions. I don't really care which one of us asks.
Same, exactly. That's what I'm trying to understand. I'll just check.
Thanks, Toga. I appreciate it, brother.
So I don't want to disband you as well.
I tried anyway. Ooh, we got a win. I actually did something right. Oh, you're talking about how they decided not to dig anymore for like 150 years? I remember that. Yeah, like 150 years, they're not going to dig up anything. They're just going to put it on the slow track. That's bullshit. I remember hearing that because they said that they're going to slow down everything, but they've already ruined the entire. Okay, go back, Lee Tepe. Go back, Lee Tepe. All right. they've pretty much stopped the digging completely. They've turned everything off for I think it was 150 years is what I read. The last thing that I read, and I could be wrong, but I doubt it. And all of these people have just trampled all over this site. These construction workers that have no experience, no uh, nothing. They just ran all over the site just because they wanted to be a tourist site.
Too easy.
I think they don't want to find out that we're being controlled by aliens.
All of these trucks and tents, you said, are all part of it. So if you want to start grabbing that now,
I've already started.
yeah. Hey guys, does anyone need a mic check?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear us? We're talking about fancy military things. Good.
Oh no, they're talking about fancy military things.
Español.
Don't make me nervous. No, I used to be bilingual when I was little. And I'm Colombian.
Italian or what?
No, Spanish. Yeah, my dad's side of the family's from Colombia.
Well,
But
Spanish and Mexican ain't the same monkey people.
Get a piece of pavement because it's going to be too. Alright, Eugene. I'm going to just put my stuff underneath here so I don't get out of my hair's way.
No Marines there.
Oh no, whatever you do, you don't want to get involved with the mainstream scientists because they have their agenda and they have to get paid. And if everything doesn't work exactly the way they want it to work, well then they can't get grants. Hey Toga, hold the line for me for a minute. I gotta go talk to my wife. Hold the line. Say something nice to people. Okay.
Am I on your way? Am I too forward? Are you good? At Los Alamitos. Look at this, that's a big painting. Yep, it is. It is. That's the major general. Yeah, but it might start early. Okay, cool. Enjoy.
Each
Bye.
state has a national guard. The guard's different. I would say 2,000.
Interesting government with the dramatic. No, just like us. Where's this go? Where's this go?
All right, I'm back. Whatever happened that I missed?
Oh yeah.
Green and dark sounds like a normal Texas sky. I don't trust any archaeologist anymore. Archaeology was my biggest hobby
You want to see me from focus?
growing up, and I studied it a little bit. Oh no, it's not focused, Chico. Wonder how many of those jarheads I know. Probably a bunch of them. Yeah, I hope they don't start no shit, man. I don't want no trouble.
Do you guys have any questions? Do you need anything?
How tall is the
Oh no, that's not good, David. That's not good, David. But that's it. We'll stream that. You put it on your channel, I'll stream snipe it. You can get the views from it.
He's that tall. Maybe half.
I'm not monetized anyway.
I'd say 6
You just stay safe, David. That's what we want you to do is stay safe, David.
So we're just getting their B-roll shot.
Oh yeah, man. Separating the wheat from the chaff, Tolga.
Make them do it on his knees.
They never give us the truth about anything. I mean, how many years did we think? Okay, take care, David. Yeah, you better take care of your wife. There were years and years and years at Tolga that we thought that T-Rex stood straight up and those little bitty arms was rawr. And then we only found out that no, he was just a forager. He bit down and he wasn't this big old giant thing. He just bent down and picked up heads of wild lettuce. Yeah, you take care of yourself, David. But those are that's the old military equipment, Tolga. Look at that. They pulled back. They went Desert Storm on this shit. Look at those big fans in those tents. They pulled out a bunch of old equipment for this. Get in there, boys. You got a briefing.
We don't know where they're probably housed at COD. That's a weapon.
So I gotta start a poll. Hold on. What should the poll say this time, Tolga? Because I try to stay politically unbalanced. Sadly, I do know the Army logic. I don't think this is the Army, but I do know the Army logic. I don't remember what the question. Oh, what questions. I want to do a 2-question poll. I'm gonna do it. Let me figure out, and if you don't like it, I can change it. I'm so tired. I've been up all night doing this, man.
Oh, that's he's here. Hey, how are you?
Create a poll.
We can start and they can just join in. Yeah, because we're on time. Yeah, that's perfect.
We'll cover them. Don't worry.
It's true, that's what they need.
Do you have another mic, Carlos?
Everybody ready?
You ready? All right, I'll just start out. Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Major General Scott Sherman. I'm Deputy Commanding General in Army North. And in that capacity, I am the commander of our Forward Contingency Command Post, which the Army calls Task Force 51. I am here on the ground leading this effort for Army North and U.S. Northcom, and really organizing operations here, the mobilization of the soldiers, the California National Guard soldiers, and the 700 Marines, and organizing, planning the operations here as we support federal agencies, and in particular the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Any questions?
Ready for questions?
Yes, ma'am.
And then that was my first question: is what exactly are the orders? I know that
I had to start a poll, Toga.
protecting one of the federal buildings in downtown, one of the federal buildings in Westwood, but there's still a bunch of soldiers who are here. So what really will the job be now that the Guard is federalized, now that the Marines are here, headed here too? That's another question I have.
I know
They're
him.
heading close to here, not here on this location. That is correct. 700 Marines. So, with our orders directed by the President,
I've
the
met
Secretary
him,
of Defense
had
has
coffee with
mobilized.
him. I've had
Right now,
bagels
it's
with him.
4,700 personnel. So 4,000 from the California National Guard, 700
I mean, clearly
Marines.
his wife is still
And our
ironing his
mission
uniform.
is to protect federal agencies, our federal partners, their personnel as they conduct their federal mission, and even more in particular as they do the enforcement of federal law, and then also to protect all federal assets and federal facilities that are located in the locations where there have been demonstrations lately.
Right, it's been said that the mission is to protect the federal buildings and the federal personnel. Will the National Guard and Marines be protecting ICE on range?
Yes, they would be doing cordon on that that's strictly for the protection of the personnel as they do their job, their federal job.
Can you specify how many of the troops have been used so far on those ICE operations? And do you have any concerns about National Guard troops being pulled into like kind of regular law enforcement?
No, so I'll answer that in two parts. First, I don't have the numbers that are on the ICE, done the actual ICE operations. We have 1,000 that have done operations so far. That is both the protection of the installations or the
Did I lose you, Toga?
and then also protection of federal law enforcement as they conduct their mission. On Title 10, on federal orders, these soldiers
Are you
do
still here,
not
Toga, or
conduct
not,
law
dude?
enforcement operations that like arrests or search and seizure. They are strictly used for the protection of the federal personnel as they conduct their operations and to protect them, to allow them to do their federal mission.
And to follow up on that,
Good, because I was kind of lost for a minute.
we've had protesters show up to those in downtown. We've seen the vandalism of federal buildings. I was reading up on Task Force 51, and I know that you're specially trained with de-escalation, crowd control, rules of use of force. At what point do these soldiers engage? What would that engaging look like? Whether
So
it's federal
strict,
building or
yeah, sure. So strictly for the protection of the federal personnel and the protection of the federal building, they're allowed to temporarily detain
Our friend
and wait.
Amy was
for
here
law
yesterday
enforcement
or last
to
night,
come
maybe yesterday.
and arrest them. They do not do any arrest. They are strictly there to detain, to wait for law enforcement to come.
Hopefully
and,
she'll come back today.
and handle those demonstrators.
Can you tell us what the difference, between what the Marines and what the National Guard will be doing?
They will be doing the same operations.
When they go on these raids, are the troops
Ow.
ammo and their weapons, or only on their person?
Only on their person.
Major, and excuse the question, but we were interviewing people on the street, and somebody, asked the Marines.
No, I didn't see her video today.
Aren't the Marines at sea?
I've been out there trying to break lawn equipment until I went live with this. I was breaking lawnmowers and
Actually, all federal.
That's why I'm getting
personnel,
this new weed.
It is part of their mission. So in
No,
this
I
case,
like
it was
her.
what
She's
was closest and
Annie's
what
nice.
could
If I'm
be
not saying her
used
name
at
right,
the
tell
time.
me. Is it Annie or an I or what?
4,700. How many are already here? Have you identified these additional National Guard troops? I think it's 2,000. When are they arriving? And when and where are the
Yeah.
Marines going?
Okay, so there are 2,000 on duty right now that are actually ready to perform operations and performing operations. There are additional 2,000 that are mobilizing right now. They're mustering is the term, and preparing. They'll be ready tomorrow at approximately 1,500 to be ready to come and start their training to get their personnel in, because they are National Guard. They are a reserve component. And these
Okay,
Marines
Annie is right.
are here at Naval Weapons Station, Seal Beach.
When will we expect to see Marines on the streets in Los Angeles?
I can't give you exactly when that will be, but soon. They're doing their training right now. It is not. We train for a federal mission for warfight, so they're right now going through civil disturbance training and the standing rules of force training.
Can you tell us a bit about the rules of engagement?
Well, so really for rules of engagement, we are strictly here to protect federal facilities and to protect federal agencies and their personnel and allow them to do their job. We are strictly there to help them do their job and to protect them.
What happens if there's a use of force or a shooting? Who investigates that?
That will be law enforcement.
I know you can't say when the Marines will be on the street. Is it safe to say they won't be on the streets today?
They will not be on the streets today.
At what point does military aid stop? When protests slow, or if ICE feels satisfied with their rating?
It's strictly to the officer, to the agent in charge when they're doing the operations. They do that, so we have worked out coordination with them. We meet, we do rehearsals, we totally understand their operation, conduct the operation, and then we leave.
Is there a plan in place to call in even more? Because originally it started with the first 2,000 National Guard. Now there's 2,000 more coming.
Ma'am, I do not know.
A question on, and I think it's a follow-up from Carly's question. So right now, is there a date where, for sure, Task Force 51 will still be enacted till, or is it a day-by-day situation?
It's a day-by-day situation. We've been ordered to temporarily protect both buildings and federal personnel.
And there is a suit by the state of California that I'm sure you're aware with, where the Attorney General is saying the Marines should only be deployed under this law from the 1800s that says, only civilian police can police civilians. So he's trying to get the Marines out. Your response to that?
That is, they're working it. It's beyond my scope. I'm here to run operations. They are currently been ordered to come and support this operation, so that's what I'm doing right now.
And where are the 700 Marines from? I know mainly the Guard members are like 95% from California. Where did these Marines come from? Is it the 29 Palms folks?
They did. They come from 29 Palms.
29 Palms. I've been there about 200 times.
The city of Los Angeles, like how far is the
Currently, just City of Los Angeles.
How many hours of training do they get for civil unrest?
Civil unrest, it actually goes. It's pretty much a 2-day set training, so it's very extensive. It is all about the civil disturbance, how to
It's very
and
extensive.
really how to control crowds and protection of facilities.
And you said the Marines will only be used in the city of Los Angeles.
I do not know that. It's just depending on where the federal agencies will need to have them be used.
Okay, so we could see them in other places.
Yes.
Do you foresee, I mean, with some sense, it sounds like they're protecting federal property, they're also protecting federal officers and the immigration.
I'll go check it out in a little bit. Thanks for posting the link though.
Of this operation to go one path versus the other.
It depends on the operations. The operations depend on the day and what they're doing.
Amy,
Prepared to
what
provide up
you
to
do?
right now. Currently, we can provide up to 2,000 soldiers to do the missions that they need.
With this training that's 2 days long, local law enforcement goes through multiple months of training for things like this. Can you talk about how prepared troops on both sides are going to be should they are needed to step in?
Well, we go through extensive training to do this. They are.
He used
they are
one of those,
trained to use their weapons, to actually have their weapons.
He used one of those cheap Marine razors on his chin. He got too
crowd
close.
control. This is stuff that we
That's
do
why his
not do
chin looks all
usually.
bloody like
And
that.
this is working with federal law enforcement, and really.
That's what they do.
They're in the
They
lead.
give us
We're
crappy
supporting
blades.
them. It's really about.
They don't give them to
federal
us. They have to
facilities
buy them.
and federal personnel as they do their job.
And in your career, have you ever had National Guard members, had members of our own military responding to civil unrest on American soil, or is this a first for you and your colleagues?
It is not. I am a guardsman on active duty. I have done this in other riot situations, not in Title 10, but in Title 32 status. Yes. Not in their rifle. No.
Thanks very much. Really, can you just explain to us really quick what the equipment is we're looking at?
I've never.
We have large trucks, but the
He's squared away for Army. He's squared away. He's a zero though.
These are just strictly military planning tents.
Hey,
They're
Tolga.
also, where soldiers are
In
being
your
housed right
military,
now.
did you guys call the officers
And we have
zeros
military
too?
vehicles here. Yeah.
We call them zeros. Look at him. His hat's
They
squared
are.
away.
They are. Thank you.
Does the operation have a name on your side? Does the operation have a name on your side? They don't.
Oh, great.
Task Force 51. Okay, yeah.
Well, look at her. She's all just happy faced. Wonder why she's there.
We have the original 27 combined. So is Task Force 51 those 2,700, or is it the
Oh my
4,700?
God.
It's the 4,700.
The 4,700.
All the
total.
Army and all the Marines together.
So 40. So Task Force
The Army and the Marines are two different monkeys, lady.
For the time being.
Uh-oh. It looks like the black people are there to take over the Mexicans riot again. It made me laugh so hard yesterday, man. They just took the microphones from the Mexicans and said, "Oh no, we're gonna turn it into a black thing." There we go. I got blown up in one of those things one time. Exactly like that. Oh no, not here. Not in the American military. We have zeros and we have enlisted. And if you don't, you got a guy that just got out of the college. Just got out of college. Oh, I don't even want to get into it. I'm not a friend of officers. I'm not a friend of officers. Hello, honey. Okay. No, that'll be Saturday.
Oh, why?
He always comes up Saturday. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, still, yeah. He's working his ass off.
There's another one. See, I'll put in the picture.
Yeah, there's a brand new one. There's another one somewhere too, I think.
Did you have a little problem or something?
No, I can't aim right because I always move the garbage can. So, say hello, Tony. We're live streaming to like 300 people.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Tony said. However, it is. Well, it's still morning.
Yeah, it is. Here. Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's still.
We're still the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm ready to.
We're the leaders.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, hi there, man.
Hi there, man.
Yeah, it means hi.
No.
Yeah, okay. She didn't realize it was still morning here because I woke her up early. I was out of cigars, and you know, when you can't see, you can't drive. I'll get you, buddy. No, it won't because you stand on his back legs and hurt. Come on, buddy. I'm making me a drink.
Pardon me? You don't think you can hear the TV?
No. Other than maybe mashed potatoes and gravy, or maybe mashed potatoes and butter. Yeah, that's about as far as I'm willing to go.
How about some noodles?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Noodles and peanut butter sounds good. Do have peanut butter sandwiches and some noodles? Sounds delicious. I don't want you to have to go through all that. I know I would do anything for you too, honey. See, this is how we actually talk to each other, Toga. This is how crazy it
Is
is.
that Toga?
Yeah.
Bring your glasses in.
All these little ones,
1, 2, 3,
my
4.
collection.
Yeah.
You know, every one of this is just Alka-Seltzer Plus
Yeah.
glass. But all right, I think I can get most of them. Yeah, I got it.
Toga's in Turkey?
Yeah, Toga's in
What
Turkey.
time is it right now in Turkey?
Toga. Tony wants to know what time it is in Turkey right now. She sent me a time zone, but it was only for America.
Right.
Because I had to go. Oh, it's 1864.
866.
No, yeah. I'm sorry, 46. I'm sorry. So 8. I understand it. She's the one that's counting it out. It's
45.
yeah, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime there?
Yeah.
It's 102 here.
Well, yeah. If you look at my temperature gauge, it's 102 here degrees. No, he's running the dog in, so that means he's going in.
Are you ready to eat now, man? Or what?
I can go ahead and eat and end this and whatever. Yeah, just evening. Every time someone hits me with military time, I'm not too sure if it's Zulu time or not Zulu time.
I'm good.
You know what Zulu time is? But yeah, Toga, I gotta tell you, this is pretty boring. This is just well, they got the Red Cross there, which the Army or the Marines or anyone should never be affiliated with because they're a complete theft. Well, yeah, well, what we say in the Marine Corps is you don't sleep when you can, you sleep when you don't sleep when you what how does that go? You don't sleep where you oh man. You don't sleep when you can. No, you sleep when you can, not when you wanna. Jesus Christ. You sleep when you can, you sleep where you can. No, he's trying to sleep though. I don't know if he's a jarhead, he's asleep. Sleep when you can, not when you wanna. Yeah, that's the supplies. That looks like a bunch of MREs to me. I bet he wants to go. If he's not asleep, he wants to go beat the shit out of the rest of the ones that are messing with him. I have been doing this all night. I'm so sleepy. Well, not if you're not on duty. I mean, they have to have shifts. Um, we always had shifts. I mean, we would do. You had 12 on, 12 off, 24, 24, and 6 and 6. But I just find it really weird that there's a Red Cross truck there. Because if you want to talk about robbery, the Red Cross is just a big old. Let's see how much we can steal from donations. But they had them on MASH, and MASH was so favorited by the American people. Hello again, David. How are you doing, sir? David is back, and we like to see David back. I can't really tell, but That looks like you're. If that's a dog's face, it looks like my dog. It looks like a an English pointer. Or, I mean, no, it doesn't. Come on, the German short-haired pointer is what the face looks like. But you have to understand, David. I'm basically blind, so the military did me well. They destroyed half of my body and my eyes and most of everything else. Oh man, but I hate to hear that because I'm about to have to probably put a dog down. If I could afford it, I'd have already done it. To be honest with you, his legs are so bad and he can hardly walk. But they want $200 to put the dog down. I can't afford that shit. This channel isn't monetized. But I'm sorry about you. I'm sorry about your girl. Everyone thinks that Jethro is a pit bull too, but he's not. Yeah, man, I've had a bunch of I'm a hunting dog guy, you know, English pointers. My dad raised Neapolitan Mastiffs. I think they call them queso corncos or some shit nowadays. But a Neapolitan Mastiff makes Turner and Hooch dog look like a little puppy. But yeah, I got to do something with my dog, but I can't afford it right now. I mean, I just don't have the money. Buying two tires for my truck does now cost me almost, I don't know, like $800. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to feed the dog to the alligator, dude. I want him to have a peaceful. I want him to have a peaceful uh, go away. But I do have an alligator. That's true. No, you're good. You're good, David. No, you're good, David. I'm pretty sure I can take care of something. I don't. You know, I love that dog. I've had that dog. I can't even tell you about the things me and that dog have been through. I get your humor, Toga. I get it. Well, they have nice tents. Those are old tents, by the way. Those are not new tents. Any jarhead will tell you. Those are old tents. The straps are right, though. If one other man goes into another man's tent, Pete Hegseth's going to kick him out of the Marines. I'm telling you right now. But I'm guessing the guy that's asleep, right? The guy that's trying to be asleep. They definitely think it's a bullshit detail. They definitely think it's a bullshit detail. Oh, live ended. Well, all right then. It was fun while it lasted. My wife is making me lunch. Tolga, thank you, but I gotta go because all they're gonna do now is replay the same shit that they didn't replay earlier. So I'm gonna end this and I'm gonna go in there and have me some lunch and hope that my body feels better.